Hi, I'm Stephanie Everett, and this is the Suburban Chateau. And I'm glad to be back with you all. It's been a very busy springtime for me as a teacher, but we're back on track, back making videos for the summer. And I'm so excited to start off the summer with a great antiquing trip. One that I took with my friends to Bedford, Pennsylvania, as all of the antiques markets were starting to open up, and especially our favorite barn sale, the Finley Bee, opened up for the spring and summer seasons. So we're very excited to take you on this little road trip to Bedford, Pennsylvania, one of the most beautiful little towns in our area, and chock full of affordable antiques and just a lot of different really fun places to go see. We're going to go to the Finley Bee, as I mentioned. We're going to go to Founders Crossing, one of my favorites. The 13 Pines, another great store. And we're going to end up at kind of a crazy spot. It's called Hoke E.G.'s. Anyone from my area knows how crazy this little place is. But it's chock full of treasures, and you just have to know where to look for them. So join us on our spring tour, antiquing in Bedford, Pennsylvania. Well, we made it to the Finley Bee. We went kind of over the hill and through the woods to the Finley Bee, which is a barn sale that happens once a month very near to the town center of Bedford, Pennsylvania. This is a sale we love to always hit if we can every month. They always have new items. And this was the first sale of the new season. So we were pretty excited to get there. I am always on the hunt for the lidded picnic basket. So we walked in the door and there we saw one right away. In the center section of this barn, there is a host of different furniture items that we see immediately when we get there. So we're always excited to see what the furniture section has in it. And I absolutely adored this little vase. There's another picnic basket. I passed on this one, but I checked it out for sure. Sometimes I paint on the lids of them, and sometimes they don't always work out for me. I did happen to pick up that little crocheted runner. Again, I love the baskets, the longer burger, all kinds of treasures here. One of the things I really enjoy about shopping at the Finley Bee is the variety of vendors, and even some of the vendors within what they collect. They have some reproduction items and some vintage items. They also have quite a bit of furniture because it's a bigger location. I think they can afford to put bigger pieces, especially in this upstairs area. It seems like they have a lot more furniture as well. I did pick up that coffee pot, and we'll show you a little bit in the haul at the end of the day. I did also pick up this pitcher. I just love the sweet violets. Saw more picnic baskets. And I can't get every one that I see, but I try to get the ones that are in really good shape. This particular vendor is one of my favorites. She just has a real eye that seems to match with what I'm attracted to. And there was a particular tablecloth that came home with me on this particular day. She has an eye for vintage linens, and I always look for what she has at her booth. Just some beautiful items, very highly curated, and well laid out together as well. I always loved this planter where they have the chair and the plant. I haven't been able to find a chair for something like that yet, but we always see that. There is an outdoor section at the Finley Bee where there are all kinds of like watering cans, outdoor things. And again, a lot of porch furniture, those types of things. Now it was time to pack up the car from the Finley Bee and head into town. And our next stop was, of course, the amazing Founders Crossing. Every time we come to Bedford, we always try to stop there. And right away in the window, I saw this amazing crocheted jacket. I did happen to get it. It was the very last one. I was excited to see that. I always see a lot of different things at the Founders Crossing. On this particular day, I saw things that I already had, which was kind of neat, like little teacups and things that I already have in my collection. I'm always attracted to this vendor. Every time I go there, I take a picture of it. She has a real way of displaying, especially the ironstone and kind of that country cottage look. And I'm always trying to get ideas on how to set things up better and make them look more interesting. We ran into some Currier and Ives dishes along the way. Always like to see those as well. Just a variety at the Founders Crossing. They always have a unique kind of centerpiece displays put together at the Founders Crossing. I don't know who does it, but they put like objects together. And so we got to see a few fabrics and, of course, the pink depression glass there. On our way out of Bedford, we made two quick stops. One was at the 13 Pines, and it's an incredible antique shop that's on the outskirts of Bedford. And then we did make a little stop at Hoke E.G.'s. It's kind of a rummage sale. It's kind of a flea market, but we had a great time and found some real treasures. Now I'm super excited to share with you my haul from our Bedford Spring Antiques trip. And I'm always excited to see, and for some reason we saw many lovely examples of this. But here again is the lidded picnic basket. This one was in really good shape. Most of these were right around $18, $15. I'll take them and turn them into a work of art. So for me, it's A Pathway to More Creativity, which I'm sure you're going to get to see soon because it's almost that time of year when I hunker down and start really painting quite a bit. So that was a jump off point. I was actually able to get two of those baskets. We also saw very close to that, I found some beautiful, I love these pillowcases that are embroidered, and I'm always getting crafty ideas. And I just thought these ones were especially pretty with the gold and the flowers. I have some as heirlooms that I will not sew or turn into anything. Those are going to be passed down. But these ones, when I find them out and they're in great shape, that gives me, again, another pathway to creativity. So that was pretty exciting. I also found a very sweet tablecloth. Has a little bit of staining on it, but I really love this rose pattern on this one. And usually I can pick these up. I'm trying to see if I see a price on it. It was $23. So that's about what I'm used to spending, even with a tiny bit of a staining on those tablecloths. And this one I got for $12. It's almost like a table runner. But what I've done in the past, now it's kind of pinned together, but it is a long piece. I turn these into pillows because, let me see if no, it's still pinned together. Because you have basically two panels of the same pattern. Or I could turn them into two pillows with a contrasting fabric on the back too. So kind of like that idea for a craft as well. So again, the pathway to creativity, it's where I'm at all the time. I did find, here it is. I found a very sweet, and I can use this somewhere. Here is a little runner, but it was crocheted, and I have a love for things crocheted. And wouldn't that be pretty in the fall? but I found that teal color. I don't think this is handmade. I suspicion this is a reproduction, but I don't think it was that expensive. And I do love that teal color. Might see that coming up in the fall. Then I kind of splurged on something. There is a vendor at the Finley Bee that always does beautiful jeans jackets. And I, in my heart, want to be a jeans jacket artist, but I just can't get it together. And I have jeans jackets and I've never taken the time to put something together. So I thought this was kind of subtle. It had like touches of cream, but these are so beautiful in the fall. It had a little cross stitch patch and then a little detail at the bottom. I do wear them. And this woman is very creative with them, and I try to get ideas, but I've never been able to do that on my own. Okay, and we have a couple of other items that I picked up at the Finley Bee and in the different markets. This one is a pretty exciting one, and I believe the smaller of these 2 milk glasses was $4 and this one was $5. But the thing, I've never had a piece like this. I've had a lot of milk glasses. This is the hobnail, but I love that little fluted edge. And then she said, okay, stack one on top of the other. And all of a sudden, that changes it completely. Love that. Okay, I'm gonna gently set that down. Also happened to find this beautiful vase. I've popped some flowers into it. Could not pass it up. I believe it was $18, but I just thought it was screaming my vibe there. And I picked that one up, and I'm going to use it for silk flowers for spring and summer. And finally, a couple of other little vessels here. I found this gorgeous little coffee pot, almost like an ironstone. It does have some sort of mark, and I'm gonna have to get the glasses out to see what that is. But I just thought that was really pretty. I do see these creamware, I think you call it creamware, maybe I called it ironstone, but I think it's more of a creamware piece. I see these all over the place, and they definitely would fit my aesthetic. And I think it wasn't that much money, or I wouldn't have picked it up. And finally, I got this enamelware jug for $10. And my goal is we're gonna paint something here. And again, it's gonna be a pathway to creativity. So I hope you enjoyed our little antique haul from our spring trip to Bedford, Pennsylvania. Many more antique hauls coming as the summer progresses. We're going to see lots more antiques, lots more crafting, lots more reusing things that we find along the way in our antique search, and just enjoying those things and using them, giving them new life. Thanks so much for joining me here on the Suburban Chateau. Hope you'll get out there and get your antiquing on for spring and summer. And I hope you got a little bit of inspiration of some things you can look forward to as you're out looking for treasures this season.